Welcome to Business Casual Tips channel. Today we are going to start our VBA in Excel tutorials for beginners. I will try to make it fun and useful for you. Let's start. Today we are going to have a mission. The mission is your manager came to you and she asked you to copy this data from sheet 1 to sheet 2 and you are going to paste it here. Okay? You can do it manually, but the thing is you may have 100 pages, 150 pages. So if you do it manually, it will take a lot of time. And here we are going to start writing our VBA codes. So I picked a simple example. Let's start writing. Here, if you don't have any experience about VBA, if you have never written any kind of codes, first of all, you need to activate your developer tab in your Excel. How we are going to do it? Here in view, you see my mouse cursor. We come here to view, we click right, please click customize the ribbon. Here you see developer, we click it and activate it. At the end, please click OK. Now it is activated and you can see it here. When we click, we see this page and there are lots of stuff actually, but you will not use most of them, believe me. Here you see Visual Basic, first thing first, and here we click it. You need to have this page in front of you. If you have different than this, please click here, View, Project, View, Properties. Both of them would come here. I'm going to mention every single of them in my future videos. You don't need to know anything about them now. And by the way, don't worry, not every single time you have to activate this. Now it is default. Let's check. As you see, developer tab is here activated. Visual Basic, when we click it. Here also the page is like we want. And here, where we are going to write our codes. First of all, we should click Insert and Module. In this page, we will write our code. And the thing is, I want you to imagine that you are writing an email to your friend. Today, we are going to write an email to our computer, okay? When you write an email, you always start with hello, hi. And when you write a code, you always need to start here, especially with sub. Of course, not in every kind of code, but in VBA, you have to start with sub. And you need to name it. I'm going to name it my first V program. First program. When you click enter, automatically and sub appeared. It is like best regards in every single email. It just appeared there. Between those two rows we will write. It is, just default, like you have to do this every single time. So computer understand you are writing some kind of stuff for VBA. And here we are going to start writing our code. I want you to imagine that you do this task manually, okay? Like you copy this, and then you activate sheet 2, you paste it. We are going to write this as codes. Of course, like you will not guess directly, but you can understand what I'm doing now, and then you will start writing your codes. First of all, first thing is we need to copy from A1 to D12. In programming language, if you want to define a cell or a group of cells, you may use range. And I'm going to use range here. There are other options, I'm going to show them. Range from A1 to D12. Range A1 to D12. We define it now. Now computer understand we are talking about this range. Dot, we always use dot. What we want to do here, we want to copy it. Then let's write copy. As you see, the computer also shows you, but we wrote it. When you are done, please click enter. We copy it here, and then we would activate sheet 2 normally. Let's write it with codes. there are three worksheets, right? Let's write worksheets 1, 2, 3. Which one we want to activate? Second one, 2. And what we want to do? Activate. Isn't it simple? I think it's so easy if you can speak simple English. The last thing, what you want to do, you want to paste it. And where we are going to paste it, generally we would paste it to A1. At the beginning, what I told you here, if you want to describe a cell or group of cells, you have to use range. You may use range actually. I'm going to use range again. Range A1 dot what we want to do, paste. Here, when you do it manually, you would also come to A1 and you would select paste special. So at the end, the exact same data would come here. It's going to be the same now. We wrote our first code. Now, how we are going to make it work? Here, it's not difficult to guess this run sub button. Of course, you can also use F5. It's written there. You can see. But let's start with simple. First of all, we need to activate sheet 1. Please don't mix it. I'm going to tell you in the future why we need to start from sheet 1 in this example. We are in sheet 1 now. We need to copy this data to sheet 2. If you start from sheet 2, computer would try to copy from range from A1 to D12, but there is nothing. That's why actually we are going to copy it like that. And the only thing we need to do to click now. Let's click it. As you see, sheet 1 here, sheet 2 here, and it copied already. We wrote the next thing we have to do to saving the program, saving the Excel. The most important thing, we need to change the type of this book. If you want to save this book like that, we would lose the data, okay? Like here, we copied and it came here, pasted. If you want to save it normally with Ctrl S, we would lose the data. So every single time, if you want to save your newly written macro VBA Excels, you have to come to File. You have to click Save As, Browse. Here there are types of Excels, like actually types of everything here. We are going to click Excel macro enabled workbook. When we do like that, we save actually every single thing we have done here. Like this page, it was already saved, but we also saved this page and we also saved our macro. Please imagine that you are learning a language now and we just wrote our first program. It's so simple, but if you don't repeat this in your computer with your program, you will forget everything. After this video, there will be exercise and you can also check the video. You can watch how I do it and then you can apply exactly the same thing in your computer. I hope I help you. Hope to see you in our next video.